Geminis, this is going to be our love reading for December 2018. Here's Nala. She's a little upset because I haven't taken her out yet, but I'm going to take her out as soon as I'm done with you and Cancer. Alright, so let's see what we have in store for love for you guys for December. Not gonna lie, I'm like feeling a little bit tired today. It's that time of month, if you know what I mean, but just gotta keep pushing, right? So send me your good high energy. Alright, let's see. For December for Gemini. So doing the same thing I usually do, putting a few cards on one side and a few cards on the other side. You'll pick and choose which side is you and the other is the person you're dealing with or will be dealing with. Okay, Gemini, so on your end here we have the Hermit, followed by the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then number 7, the Chariot. So we have Virgo, Fire, and Cancer here present. Interesting energy to be up on your side. So I feel like there may have been a little bit of a pause probably in the month of November. Recently you've just been kind of going within and you haven't been as social possibly in the last few weeks, and you've maybe been doing some inner work, inner soul searching, going within and not being as a charming character you usually are perhaps, and you've withheld maybe messaging or talking to certain people that you've been wanting to talk to. Like you haven't been communicating as much as you usually would, I see here with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Or maybe your communication has been a little bit slower, right? And as I'm filming this for you guys, it will be your full moon in Gemini, I believe on the 23rd, so I probably will have this posted by then. So this could just be your full moon energy really kind of affecting you a little bit, making you kind of reflect and go within and not be as, as outgoing or as adventurous as maybe you usually would be. You feel a little bit different right now. You're feeling a little bit little off, okay? I can see that. And you've maybe also been isolating yourself. Like you've just been taking time by yourself and not hanging out with people as much, or not spending as much time with certain people, or maybe like someone you're interested in. You just haven't really been as expressive or communicating as much as you usually would. And it's because you feel like you need some time alone and you need some time for yourself, which usually I feel like you probably are okay with. Like you're okay with just being a social butterfly. But right now you may feel a little bit off. Like you're like, no, I need to just chill for a bit because something's not right. So withholding communication, not speaking or not expressing, or maybe doing it slowly, because the Hermit Virgo energy, usually they think things through really methodically and they don't move fast, they go slow. And because the Eight of Wands here is in reverse, it's a slow movement, or if not, it's just been on a hold, on a pause, right? And we have here 7, 8, 9 in reversed. So there is some synchronicity here going on. And lastly, we have the Chariot, right? So this is Cancer energy. And this can also, I also feel some of you who may be going to visit your mom, maybe visiting a mom, going to spend time with your mom as well, or see someone else's mom. I see that. And also this is movement force, okay? So going from maybe isolation or just taking a break from people or someone, and then all of a sudden you'll just be moving in another direction. I think you're just going to be turning a different direction. Like if you've been going left, all of a sudden you're going to be skirt, go right. It's just going to click in your head. I don't know, for some reason. And it's all of a sudden you realize you needed this time alone. You needed this time to kind of think about things and recharge, maybe reprogram your mind and decide what you really want. And now you're headed towards a new direction, and this time with a lot of confidence. And it's headed towards something that's actually in your dreams, part of your dreams and goals, headed towards the right direction. So you really needed this. You needed this time, even if you felt like you were uncomfortable. You actually really needed that for yourself. because now you're going to just be feeling more confident, more inspired. I see here inspired, headed towards a lot of healing too. If you guys needed some healing, you all of a sudden the healing process is just gonna be like boosted, like go really fast. It's like when you go in, say you need to charge your phone, right? Your phone is like literally at like 10%. You're like, oh gosh. So you plug it in, then all of a sudden you come back and it's like 100%. You're like, wow, that was quick. It's kind of like what you needed. You needed to unplug for a sec, get low on your battery. Then once you plug back in, it's just gonna like charge really quick. That's what I see for you. It's just gonna be like boom, boom, boom. I'm actually seeing, you know, like when you turn on Christmas lights and at first everything is really dark, and then once you turn just one switch, literally one switch, it all just lights up. Doom, 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 doom. Like in the Grinch, you know? It just all lights up. That's what I see. So really, it's good. It's good energy, okay? And I feel like you're going to be balancing out two sides of you, which is makes sense because you're mutable, right? You're like the symbol of the two twins. You're going to be balancing out those two sides that you have, kind of like Pisces, how we have, you know, two fishes swimming in opposite directions. Kind of like you're going to be balancing out between these two that maybe were unbalanced before. So then on this end, for the other person, we have the World card. Okay, also I was going to say, some of you may have Virgo or Cancer in your chart, okay? So on this side, for the other person, we have the World card. Nice. I love this card. Then the Tower. Then the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. So I think you're dealing with someone, or whoever you will be meeting in the future, someone from a distance, lives in a different city, state, country, continent, or it could be a different race, religion, background. And also this could be someone you maybe meet on the internet or like social media, I know, like Facebook, Instagram, whatever, all those, or dating apps if you're on that. But someone you're going to be meeting like online or communicating with online, okay? Like sharing pictures, sending texts. Like I see someone sending each other like memes and those, what do you call them, gifts? Like all that stuff. Like being really playful with each other. I see a lot of, I see some people like, what do you call them? Like gaming or like video games, you know, those, I'm not like a gamer or anything, but you know, people who are really into that. I know like in Asia it's really big, like Korea, they play all these little game things. My brother plays them, so that's how I know, but I don't really play them. But I see some people like connecting through there and like playing games with each other, and having like group I don't know. If you get what I'm saying, it'll resonate for some of you only. I see just a lot of like being social here. Like maybe this person's really, really social and really out there. Or really, really like, they like to travel a lot. They like to talk to a lot of people. They like to learn about different cultures, stuff like that. Also here, then with the Tower card, something unexpected may happen in their life, or what unexpected thing that happens could be that they meet you, and that's just something that's kind of like, whoa, like out of nowhere. But what I feel like may happen is that they may have something in their finances or in their career life that may kind of be why this Tower card is here. Because followed, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So I think their work life or something happens with their finances that may cause some imbalance there in their life. So they're going to need some help, or they're just going to be feeling a little bit off about things. So they're going to be feeling a little bit off. Maybe their finances will be hurting a little bit, or just won't be, it'll be a little bit shaky. Also could see that they may have had a falling out or broken up, or their ex is a Scorpio or Libra, okay? I can see that, but let me see. I'm going to clarify a little bit more of this person. Why is the Tower card here? Clarify the Tower card and then clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting multiple messages. Okay, for some, they did have a falling out. They broke up or had, their ex is a water sign, Scorpio, Libra. Also could be that there was some kind of argument between them and someone else as well. But I think they cut someone off of their life, or they got cut off. But it was definitely a romantic partner or someone they were romantically involved with, okay? And what else here? Some truth came out. Some truth came out. Maybe it was a little bit painful, a little bit shocking, a little bit unexpected. And that's what kind of may shake them up and maybe why they feel a little bit unbalanced. It could be that they were in a relationship with someone and maybe they were kind of dependent on them, and that's why now their finances are kind of like, oh, like shit, what do I do, you know? Also what I'm getting for some is that they had an encounter, maybe they just unexpectedly met you, and now they're like, oh my gosh, it's the holidays, like, I need to break the bank, like, what am I gonna get them? I need to get them a good gift. I see that for some as well, okay? So it's not negative for every single person. It could just be that they just had recently had a breakup or found something out about an ex, maybe. And feel about you. How does this person feel about Gemini? And I feel like them meeting you is going to be, or you guys being involved with each other is going to be very healing for them. Especially for them, having you in their life is going to be very healing. You, maybe unknowingly, will just offer a lot of healing for them. And because of your honesty, I think they will really enjoy that you bring a lot of truth to them and help them see things clear in a more lighter perspective. And you're going to help them move forward and encourage them to kind of just move through life in more confidence and move towards their dreams and goals and believe in themselves. I think you're going to be someone who really encourages them and makes them believe. I'm not saying they're like negative or sad or anything, but I think they may just be going through something, or like when you, like recently after you meet them, they may go through something that's kind of like, oh, like shake things up for them, and having you in their life will probably really help them. How does this person feel about Gemini, or how will they feel about Gemini? How does this person feel about Gemini, or will feel about Gemini? Okay, weird. So we got the the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the 9 of Swords in reverse. So I think you're dealing with someone who doesn't want to work on their issues, and they're having a lot of mental blockages, or maybe blocking themselves from being happy, or whatever's going on in their life is stopping them from growing. They are not working and they're not building because they're so stuck. They're having sleepless nights, or they can't think straight. Something is going on in their life that is causing them not to move things forward. And this can be that tower moment. So that tower moment, whatever, it's going to be different for every single person. But whatever it is, it's going to cause some imbalance in their life, okay? So it's going to shake things up, and probably in their finances. So this is why the 8 of Pentacles is here in reverse. There's no growth in their finances. Maybe they lost their job or something, and so now they're like, crap, like what do I do? The holidays are coming up. I don't have, I've spent all my money, or they're scrambling, looking to figure out what they're gonna do. And this is really stressing them out. So I feel like they may be really stressed out about their finances. And this may not really have anything to do with you. This is just them dealing with that. I almost feel like you are going to come in and just be like, hey, like what's going on? Like just talk to me. Like I'm here for you, right? Like the Knight of Cups here, just innocently. You're like, hey, what's going on? Like, because you've already done a lot of inner work. Like, you've been through some things, okay? So I feel like you on your end, you're the more evolved person, and they are still struggling, maybe going through dark night of the soul type of thing. Sorry, I have like a hair here. And so you'll be coming towards them, asking for truth, and be like, hey, it's okay. Like, you can just be honest with me. Like, it's fine. Like, you can tell me what's going on. I'm here for you. And I think they will tell you, though. I think they will tell you what's going on. You'll be able to get it out of them. But it's something that's really hurting them. So I think they're really stressed about it. It may get them a little bit depressed. But I think having some encouraging words from you and just having like a shoulder to lean on, especially during the holidays when, you know, it should be a happy time. It's nice to have someone to lean on and, you know, feel like you're not alone. So if you're able to do that for someone that you really care about, I think they'll really appreciate it. And it's nice if they'll be able to open up with you and just tell you things without you judging them. And I feel like you won't judge them. Let's see. What advice can we give for Gemini? What advice can we give for Gemini? So if you're like already dealing with someone, you see that something happens and they're acting kind of different or distant, or you can sense something's off with them, just try to talk to them, be like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, I feel like you're acting different. Like, you know, if something happened, you can tell me. Like, I'm here for you. Like, you know, I want to help you if anything's going on. Like, don't be afraid to tell me anything because I'm not going to judge you. I think that'd be a really nice way to kind of get them to open up if you notice like something's off about them. Because they may not be the type who wants to share everything with you and may not want to bring down your energy into their problems. Like, they don't want to bring their problems into your life and kind of like bring you down with them. I think that's like how they think. Yeah, so we got here also the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so we got 2 sword cards here. All in the mind, just feeling bounded, stuck. So this person is they are a bit stuck. They're in their head. They can't think straight. And this can be why initially there may not be much communication between you and the other person. And keep in mind, Mercury is also in retrograde, so this is going to really throw off communication a little bit. It's going to be a little bit wacky and just a little bit not the best. So the best thing you can really do is just try your best to try to communicate and get them to like work through your issues together and make sure that they don't feel alone and that you don't feel alone. That's what relationships are all about. If you can't talk about things, if you can't talk about, you know, things that are bothering you, then what's the point of being in a relationship, you know? Like, it's all about partnership. It's about helping each other. It's not just about, oh, the good times, la la la, when we're in love. Like, you have to, like, work through the hard times, too. Everyone goes through that. It's not always just going to be, like, giggly. Like, it's not always just going to be fun times, romance, la la la. You know, you have to be able to work through the struggles. So also, this person could maybe be dealing with some type of depression or anxiety, maybe like mental illness as well. It doesn't have to be anything like major, but whatever's going on, whatever tower moment happens in their life is really affecting them, and it's probably going to affect the relationship between the two of you. But I think you'll be able to offer a lot of healing as long as you communicate together and work through your issues. It'll be fine. Let's get a Angel Oracle card for you guys. Man, usually your readings are not that heavy like today, but today was a little bit heavy. So hopefully you guys are still with me and hopefully you didn't get too lost there. So let's see for Geminis. I feel like, well, at least I feel like you guys, when things are not really going right, you tend to maybe just get really quiet because you don't know what to do, you don't know what to say, you're just like, but in this instant, it would be really good to just talk things out. Like, I know I was the worst at that, like Like my husband who passed, who was a Gemini, I adored him. We were kind of opposite, but kind of similar in some ways. But he was someone who really helped me like talk through things. Like I'm the type that doesn't really want to talk about my issues. I just kind of hold it in and just let it go. But he would always like push me to be like, no, like talk about it. Like what's going on? Like don't be like that. And I think that's really, really important. If you can be like that for someone else and teach them, it would really help them. Advice for Gemini. Aw, Geminis, you got this unicorn, beautiful card. It says, focus on service. How pretty is that? You see that? So pretty. It says, your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation, all that you do. Aww. If that resonates for you, then it was for you. It's cute. Alrighty, well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I know it was a little bit kind of intense and got kind of deep too. Usually my Gemini readings aren't like this, but you know, energies are always changing and you just gotta go with it. But whatever's going on, you guys will get through it. Don't worry. Just communicate and be positive, be happy, and really assure this person that they're okay and that you have their back and you're there for them. Like they don't have to hold things in or feel like the world is crumbling down, because you're helping them. They have you to talk to, so it's not the end of the world. Alrighty, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and if it did resonate with you, let me know in the comments, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Alright, take care.